Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here. What I got for you today is a review of the JD-TOYS JD-10HW. Now looking at the JD-10HW, you can see that since I have my tablet attached here, and it's jury-rigged onto the attachment here with rubber bands, that means this is another Wi-Fi FPV flyer. And indeed it is. It's a little 0.3 megapixel camera with, here, let's put it down here. I'll go over the transmitter later. But again, it has a little Wi-Fi transmitter FPV camera with a 0.3 megapixel lens. It transmits Wi-Fi video directly to your tablet or phone, smartphone if you will, and via Wi-Fi it records the video directly to your phone or tablet. It does not have an SD card slot in the back, so you cannot record video directly to the camera. Again, the only way you're going to record is recording the video on your phone through the Wi-Fi stream. Other than that, you know, it looks very similar to the CMAX 5 SC models, SW models, except it has more of a star shape to it, you know, with angles instead of smooth rounded edges on the shape of the quadcopter. And similar to that, this runs on a 750 milliampere hour battery with red JST connectors, so that's what's powering this. You can find those. There are red JST connectors, 750 milliampere hours, you know, replacement batteries for this currently available out in the market. And it does have an on-off switch. So that's it in effect. Let's go over the transmitter before we go into the flight. Now, this uses the Wi-Fi UFO app. It's widely available on Google Play and iTunes. Just about, well, most of these toy grade Wi-Fi FPV flyers uses Wi-Fi UFO as their app. But let's go over the buttons. This one here is for the rates, for selecting a beginner, intermediate, expert rate. This one here, you press here and that'll flip it. Or if you want to do an emergency landing, you hold down this button for 3 seconds and it'll do an emergency landing. It's supposed to do takeoff by automatic takeoff by pressing this button here, and automatic landing by this button here. And since I'm talking about automatic takeoff and landing, you can tell right away this also has altitude hold. And it also has headless mode, which you activate by pressing this button in that direction, and one key return by pressing this button in this direction. So that's it. Let's turn it on right now, and then we'll hook it up and actually go for a flight with it and see how it performs. So turning on the on-off switch, putting it on a flat level surface. Okay, we are in Wi-Fi UFO. I'm hitting, actually before we do anything, I want to make sure that I can take off with this thing. And we're going to go hit play. And right now, we don't have control via the app. You can control this via the app by hitting that off button on the upper right corner and selecting on. But we don't want to do that just yet. We are going to fly this strictly with the control of the quadcopter, or the quadcopter's controller. So I'm starting the video camera right now, starting recording, and I verify that I got recording, and starting the quadcopter up. There's two. You can start it by bringing the sticks down and out, and then pushing upward. That is one way of starting it. Let's try that automatic landing by pressing this right stick. And that's its automatic landing. Okay, now let's try its automatic, or before we do an automatic takeoff, let me stop the recording and turn off the quadcopter's controller. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. So, you know, we don't want to fly away, and that was the idea of that. Okay, we are again connected and hitting record again. And let's just go for a flight of this thing and show how its camera works. And again, automatic takeoff by pressing that button there. And let's see how it performs. First, we'll stay on low. And then we'll go up a little higher. Now, being a Wi-Fi flyer, you know, don't expect great range out of this quadcopter. Wi-Fi operates on the same frequency as the controller, so, you know, there is some interference there. So most, you know, you don't want to go out more than about 50 meters with such a quadcopter. Okay, and I got a wind at my back here, so we'll go into the wind here. And from up there, let's try that automatic landing from way up high. Hitting the land button. Let's see how long it takes to get down here from up high. It's coming down, but it's coming down slowly. So, you know, you'd be better off lowering the throttle to bring it down. It's a very slow descent for an automatic landing. And I apologize for not being able to keep it super steady today, because we do have a breeze here today. But most people want to see how it flies in a breeze. That's how it flies in a breeze. So there's the automatic landing from on high. It's just kind of very slow. Let's try that emergency landing. Let's go up high again. Starting the motors and manual takeoff. Well, not real high, but I'm going to press the emergency button. 1001. I'm holding it down. That emergency landing doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, that's what it does. It will shut off those motors. So if this is flying away from you, you can press that emergency landing and it will drop like a rock. The motors will shut off. So I'm stopping the recording and starting it back up again. So let's go to the air again. Automatic takeoff. Yeah, let's just fly FPV with this thing around the barrels. I'll start recording too around the barrels. Coming back. Now notice how the signal kind of cuts out there. You know, as it gets farther away from you, the Wi-Fi signal becomes very choppy. And then as you get closer, the signal becomes stronger. So if you want to do FPV with this, you need to stay close. Okay, that wind went away that we had here. So now it's flying nice and stable. So let's go over this way. Come up higher. And let's go to a higher rate. Let's see its stability or its agility. And do a flip. And do another flip. And do a left flip. And do another forward flip. So yeah, it can flip. And again, as you get farther out, that signal becomes choppy. Going back to lower rate. Oh no, this is expert rate. Let's see how it works in expert rate. Yeah, it's got quite a bit of pitch on it. So if you want to go fast, this thing can go fast. And I know this video is coming out not very well. So I'm going back to beginner's rate. And hitting the land, or coming down, and we're going to land it. Yeah, stopping that recording. So that recording would have been very choppy because of all the movements it was doing. So we're back in recording again, automatic takeoff. And we'll go up a little bit higher. How's my lights? They're still steady. So let's go get a video of the... See if we can get a video of the lights here in the field. Going way up there. Let's see how long it takes us to come back down again. There's the lights. Okay, now I'm lowering the throttle. Let's bring it back down. Okay, if you lower the throttle, it comes down a lot faster than an automatic landing. So don't use the automatic landing if you're on high. Instead, just lower your throttle. So there we go. And we're back down again. So again, this is the JD-10HW with altitude hold and Wi-Fi FPV. Reasonable little quadcopter. Fly it backwards. That's the wind blowing it away. Seeing we do have a wind, just demonstrating that. Going back upwind again. Yeah, wind's getting a little bit stronger, so we'll go put it in there and then turn it back toward me and let the wind blow it by. Hello. And bringing it back toward me. Okay, stopping the video. I want to make sure I got that shot. Starting it back up again. And going to lower rate. Because I'm going to go fly an FPV through the trees. Oh, emergency stop. Let's go get it, folks. Went a little too far. Stopping the recording. Where'd you end up? Ended up upside down over there. We'll finish out the flight over here. That's what I get. I took my glasses off so I could see the screen better. And with that in mind, I can't see the quadcopter. Oh, looks like we're running out of power too here, folks, because I got it blinking on the quadcopter. But starting the camera back up again. Let's use up its battery power. Out of here. We'll fly it around here. Now the wind's at my back. So the HW, JD-10HW, going upwind, turning it around, and flying it by me. Wi-Fi FPV. Going around again. Going right about there. Let the wind blow it back. You got these weird winds today because they're thermals. The sun's heating up the area, and they come from different directions, but they're good choppy winds. How's my lights? Oh, they're blinking. I better come down. And before I lose that video, let's stop that. Oh, I took a photo. Stopping the video. Does that blink when the camera's off? Yeah. So we got an LVC warning now. Let's see how much warning we get and what happens when the LVC does. When the battery does finally die. Does it drop? We are getting a warning though. It's blinking. Is it going to land though, or is it going to crash? That's the question here that we will answer. I can see one of my landing skids came undone a bit there for one of the crashes. I'll pop that back in after the landing. It's still flying, folks. It gives you a long LVC warning. Very long LVC warning. Let's go back over to the grass. We'll walk over it until it actually comes down. Going downhill, it's going to maintain its altitude. Well, what haven't we done? Have I done headless mode yet? No. I don't want to do headless mode. And one key return, watch it fly away from me. It's one key return, it thinks that's where I'm at. So, you know, headless mode and one key return, don't depend on them, folks. They're not very accurate on most of these toy grades. But my goodness, that's a long flyer. And it's got LVC warning. I think it's set for a 500 milliampere hour battery, that LVC. Else, this would have landed by now. It's got that 750 milliampere hour battery. With that in mind, one more recording. Let's go. It's coming down now. Stop the recording. That's it, folks. Ain't no more. So it gives you plenty of warning before the battery kicks out. But that's the flight of the smart drone from JD Toys. So hope you enjoyed this flight. This is Quadcopter 101 signing out.